Good morning and welcome to the launch of Hazel's brand new Essentials die collection. Bear with me, I'm just trying to refresh my computer. Right, okay. I will wait and give people a chance to join us. Morning Wendy from Australia. Morning Hazel. Very exciting morning for you, my love. Hi Andreen. Okay, this is brilliant. Oh, they're whizzing up now. Thank you so much. Morning Philippa. Morning everybody. I'm going to do it that way. Morning everybody. So lovely to have your company. And thank you Philippa for the thumbs up that everything's good. And the sun is shining. I'm very aware that there's quite a lot of sun on what I'm going to show you, so I may need to shut my blinds so you can see things better, but we will see. Okay, this is lovely. Thank you so much. It's super exciting. Definitely these dies are going to be must-haves. When you see later on what Hazel has created with them, you are going to be blown away totally. I'm going to do the live obviously now and show you the products, show you all the amazing design team samples. I have piles and piles of them, so that always shows me that it is a really good collection. And then Hazel will be on at 10 o'clock. And Hazel has got so many amazing card concepts to share with you. Honestly, I was so blown away by what Hazel has created with these dies. That, yeah, you need these, definitely. Okay, so with the fact that you need these, leads me very on nicely to tell you about the stockists. So from 9 o'clock this morning, which has happened now, so they are available to buy from, obviously from Dragon's Papercraft, from Hazel and Paul. They are with Holly and Richard at Wow Embossing Powder. They are with Joe and Mark at Let's Create. They are with Ian and Gavin at Valley Crafts. They are with Julie and Barry at Craft Bliss. They are with Ben at Intercraft, and they are with Paula at the Stamp Hut. And Paula does lots of shows around the country, so I'm sure you will see her at shows. They are also in Australia with JCraft, with Jeanette, at lovely Jeanette at JCraft. And in America, you will find them at Simon Says Stamps as well in America. Sorry, I'm just watching people saying, I've ordered them. Oh, that's so lovely. I mean, okay, you've seen them because you've ordered them, so you know what they look like. But honestly, I cannot believe what you can create with them. So now that I've done my... Oh, and don't forget that Hazel will be on at 10, and then she's going to be back on again at 7 as well tonight. Where she's going to get creative with them. So don't miss that. Set your alarms as well. But whatever you do, don't miss Hazel at 10 o'clock because she's going to explain everything and show you everything. And yeah, you're just going to be blown away. So bear with me a moment. Let me push my computer out of the way so I can flip my camera. And thank you, Ian, for joining us as well. That's another stockist. Lots of people's names have whizzed up, so I don't know if the other stockists are watching as well. I know Joe... design team Joe from Let's Create often watches as well, so bear with me a moment and I'm going to flip the camera. So many of you are watching from the airport. This is not fair, or from your sunbed. Right, bear with me while I flip the camera. Oh, thank you to everybody who's just saying I've just bought mine when we haven't even really shared what we're going to do with them yet. Right, I've got to shut that blind because it's all over the... I know it's a shame to shut the sunlight out, but that's better. Okay, I want you to be able to see the product at the end of the day. That's the important thing. Okay, so first up is Hazel's Square Medley die set. So please don't think these are 6x6 square layering dies, because they are just so much more. I mean, look at that from Tracy. Just so much more. And, you know, like, okay, so how did she do that? Because there isn't a die that does that. But we will show you. It is so clever. Okay, so you get 6 layering dies. And these you can join together and cut layers out. So you can cut frames, you can cut into your cards. And you obviously have the matten layers as well. So the best way to show you is what happens when you die cut. So when you die cut them, let me bring my camera back a little bit because I want to make sure I'm getting everything in. That's, I think, is that okay? Let's just, sorry, I'm just lining it up with my computer and it takes a little minute to come in. Okay, so you're obviously getting the big square that you can die cut on its own. So you do get these mats and layers, and they have an embossed stitch line around the edge of all of these as well. You get the lovely tag and you get the squares as well. And the squares and the tags have been designed to take Hazel's alphabet stamps as well. So the squares and the circles, they work for those as well. And then if you use the layers and the ones with the, let me bring the die back. So if you layer up this one and this one, you are going to get this. If you layer up the second one, the third die and the fourth die, you get this. And if you layer up the 5th and the 6th, you're going to get this. But then, if you layer them all up, you can get that onto your card. And I even cut my own stencil from Mylar. So I layered all my dies up and I cut a Mylar stencil as well. So how fabulous is this going to be to use ink up and use on my cards as well? So that is the square set that you get. Then for our circle one, we had to do it with circles as well. So these work so beautifully with any of Hazel's previous collections that we've had, where we've had circle and square predominantly as the focal for the oh, I can't get my words out, for the focal of the concept of the, oh, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm too excited. Okay, so in this one, you also get your outer one. So this is if you do die 1, if you do die 3, and if you do die 5. And obviously you get the tag and you get the circles as well. And the tag and the layering ones, the big ones, all have the embossed stitch line on them as well. So then if we take die 1 and 2, we get this. If we take die 3 and 4, we get this. And if we take die 5 and 6, we get this. And then if we layer them all together, we can get this. I mean, and just how fab is that? And again, everything has been made to take Hazel's alphabet stamps. If I show you this card that Jo Shannon made, so all of this is the alphabet set that I'm referring to. These fit on the tiles and they fit on the circles as well. So if you have any of those, absolutely perfect. And how amazing is that card? It's actually an easel card, but isn't that absolutely fantastic that Jo has done? So, so clever. So that is the circle set. And then, oh my goodness, you need these in your stash. So we have a lovely little die set of sentiments. So you also got happy birthday, with love and best wishes, and a thank you. So you can do birthday wishes, you can do love you. There's all sorts of different ways you can mix them up, but these are perfect size to go on cards, as you will see. And we've given you the shadow. So you get the shadow and the word in the set. Honestly, you're just going to love these. Oh, and you get the ampersand. Sorry, you get the ampersand as well. So I thought I have to do a board. So I've done it with white cardstock and a black background. I've done black cardstock with a white background. I've ink blended over the top. I've heat embossed them. No, that's a gold pen. Sorry, I've used a gold pen. I've used felt tip pens to do this one. I've put glossy accents over the top on this one. I've glitter glued, so I sparkled the letters up with these. I've done heat embossing onto them. I've done ink blending, so you can have two colours on them. I've die cut them from pattern paper, but put them on a solid shadow. Look at them from Miricard. They are absolutely beautiful from Miricard, and they cut like a dream. And again, onto a solid background. Then we've got the solid card onto a mirror background, and then the mirror letters. Oh, I just love it. And then glitter card. It cut glitter card beautifully. This is another glitter card. That's got a mirror background. That's got a solid card background. This is my heat embossed ones. They were gold and silver pens, sorry. These are my heat embossed ones onto black. So I've got polished silver and polished gold. Then I've got multicoloured sentiments that I did with a pen, but I've put clear embossing powder over the top so they're shiny. Then I've used Sparkles, Wow Sparkles glitter over the top. I die cut them from self-adhesive sheets. And then with this one, I've done them with an inky splats on a white background, and then an inky splats shadow with a white cardstock on the top. So I just wanted to show all those different ways of using them, but they are absolutely fabulous and definitely a must-have. Okay, so I'm going to move these ones out of the way a minute and come back to those. So I'm going to start with the squares. So this is beautiful, and I can't keep up with all the comments, but I will obviously go back and read them all. And if there's any questions, I know that Philippa and Tracy are on, so I know they'll answer anything that they can. But yeah, I mean, just look at that. And that is just by continuing cutting the die. But it is so clever, so clever. So Tracy's made that one, and we've used all existing stamp sets that are still available. So anything you see on here is still available to buy. So these are my hand-picked florals. How beautiful does that sentiment look on there out of the foil? So then one from me, where I've used Hazel's stars, and I've just die cut a frame, and I've used the dies as they come out of the packet. That's very much me. Hazel will show you how you can take it to the next level. I've used the birthday wording all in the background, and then I've added a white one just so that it pops off your card. Okay, then this is one from me as well, where I've used the little die in the center die, and I've just moved it down to make a DL card. So absolutely perfect for that, and you'll see a beautiful card that Hazel did. But just look, again, look how lovely, what a perfect size those sentiments are. Absolutely perfect. Beautiful one from Emma Smith. Glitter panels behind. Again, she's used the little die. In fact, there's only 3 squares and it has 4 squares. See, I start thinking, how on earth did she do it? But just by playing around with the dies. How amazing. And then just, I love this. It looks beautiful as a diamond. It really does. And then the lovely flowers, she's used hand-picked florals and some of my daisies. Just beautiful. And then this lovely one, Joe's done this. I absolutely love this card. The little tiny squares that pop out when you die cut. She has inked them up, so die cut them from white, inked them up, and just added little elements of stamps on there. How lovely is that? And I love the vellum behind her sentiment because it just lifts it off. But this beautiful frame with those little squares around it, really different, absolutely stunning. Another beautiful one from Emma Smith. Gorgeous embossing, lovely foil, and again it just shows off. You can put 4 of those squares to make, I would think that's an 8x8 card. But how beautiful is that? So anything you've got in your stash, these dies are going to work with absolutely amazing. Again, Tracy's made this one. How fabulous do Peter's stamps look on those squares because you get the mats and layers. So she's done a little bit of stenciling and stamping. I love how she's used the, oh, this is out of Dinky Dies, but again, it just shows how everything's going to work together that you might already have. Absolutely beautiful. And again, really great with a bit of ribbon. You'll see some in a minute where they've actually linked the ribbon through the squares. Lovely one that that Tracy's made. An acetate card is a shaker card. Sorry, let me get my snowflakes. So it's got snowflakes in there with Hazel's Christmas stamps. How beautiful does that look? But that frame around the edge, absolutely stunning. Beautiful. So just going to work really nice. And I love that, that you can repeat the inside for the inside of your card. Again, that would be a card in itself. Beautiful. So this one that Tracy's done, and she's actually used the holes to link through the ribbon. And that just looks amazing. Again with Peter's, and I love how it's a diamond now, it's not a square. Beautiful. And then this one that Jo's made, where she's used one of the die cuts that she's done, and she's created it and used it like a stencil. So this is inked flat onto her card, and then she's added that beautiful happy birthday sentiment. She won't mind me saying this, it's a clean and simple, quick and easy, but how effective does that look? Especially with that little sprinkling of the glosses on it as well. Beautiful. And then I loved this one as well that she's made. She's die cut this into a panel and stuck it to her card, but she's used all the little squares that pop out and actually ink blended them up. And the range of colours, how beautiful is that? And then look, perfect. All of her letters fit on there perfectly. It was such a clever idea of Hazel's to link it all up to make sure that the squares were the right size to go with the alphabet. If you don't have the alphabet yet, they're still available. This is another one from Jo. I love how she's done the hello. She's put glossy accents over the top of the black squares. And how lovely does it look with Mary's sunflower? So whatever stamps and dies you've got in your collection, these square frames, the circle ones that you're going to see shortly, they're just going to give so much. They're going to make what you already have so much more versatile. They're going to give you just so much more you can do with it. How lovely is this that Jo Shannon's created, where she's used all the little squares. She's actually raised up just odd ones, and it looks so lovely. And again, she's used hand-picked florals. Beautiful. And then one from Philippa, where she's, again, look, the lovely use of the alphabet squares. She's put good luck on her card. I love how you can see the greenery through. It's like a trellis. It's absolutely fabulous. And then this has got, that looks like Floral Fancies. And maybe a bit of fresh, no, I think it's all Floral Fancies. So the very first stamp, flower stamp and die set. I know Ian, I don't know if it's Ian or Gavin, sorry, but at Valley Crafts, but the samples are amazing. It is so inspiring, and it does just make you want to play. Really does. Another one, I think this was, oh no, it's Philippa. I was going to say it was Jo. I love the rainbow squares. How beautiful does that look? And then she's put Peter's flowers on white vellum. So it just shows you, you know, like the simplicity, but it's beautiful. Sorry, Ian. I wasn't sure if it was Ian or Gavin, so I wanted to make sure. Lovely to have your company anyway, and thank you for your continued support. So this one, I was blown away by this, and I'm not very good at doing different things. So I'm going to own up. Hazel showed me one that was like this. She'd done 3 squares, and I thought, oh, I reckon you could get 4 out of that. So I made a lovely DL card. I love how I'm able to colour the sentiment to match in with my flowers from Handpicked Floral. I used a little bit of the squares to create a stencil. So I've got a little bit of stenciling in the background. Then I thought, oh, if I can do that, what if I carry on? Well, if you carry on, you can leave it so you've got this panel in the middle to put your sentiment on, which I think looks really lovely. Or you can just carry on, keep going, and so you've got complete holes. But again, I I die cut, just die cut the flowers. Sorry, my computer says my video's ended. I sincerely hope it hasn't. I love how you just add in the die cut flowers, but it gives you this lovely background as well. Blown away. I'm not very good at things like that, so I was really impressed with myself. And then this beautiful one from Tracy. Again, I love how she's ink blended at the background, how she's extended those squares, which you will see. I'm sure Hazel will show you just how easy that is to do, but it's fabulous. But that won't be at 10, I don't think. That might be tonight. She's got so much to share with you. So beautiful card from Tracy. And I have to thank the design team. So there is Emma and obviously Hazel, but Hazel's got her cards. We've got Joe Street, Joe Shannon and Philippa and Tracy. Just amazing. And I'm going to thank Marion because I know Marion's got something up her sleeve to do soon. This is another, I think this was Joe. Oh no, this might be this is Tracy's, where she's linked the ribbon through. And I mean, you would not know that that was squares like that, but the ribbon just looks lovely through there. And I love how she's got this, the second size, but she's done it into her card. So we've now got, that shows all the way through. Honestly, they just take your cards to the next level. They are so clever. And then this beautiful one from Emma, where she's made a shaker card. Again, she's extended the squares. She's extended the small square. So she's cut 4, but because of her layers, it covers up the rest of them. So even though it's an 8x8 card, she started off with that little die. She's actually created this using this die. So she's just die cut that 4 times and overlapped them. And then because of her layers, she's able to hide where she's got this piece obviously going up. It's just so clever, so clever. And how beautiful is that with the hand-picked florals? Gorgeous. Then we've got this lovely one from Philippa. I love how she's used Mary's sunflower around the edges. We've got some of the original honeycomb from my original sunflower. And then she's also put one of the inner dies, the centre dies onto it. And then we've got the stamped image is on the squares. It's beautiful. The detail is amazing. And then this one again, Emma has added the ribbon through the squares. Just such a beautiful card. And again with the squares, opening them up, this one opens up. So she's used it all the way around the edge of her card, but she's also able to use it for the panel on the front of her card because she's just done 2 squares. And with her layers, it hides obviously the one that goes up through the middle. And again, just how lovely does that sentiment look? They're just so perfect for cards. Gosh, I've still got 3 cards to do and then loads more piles. And I know I've got just over half an hour. I'm fine. Okay. Lovely one that Joe Shannon has done. She's done the squares, but then all the squares obviously drop out and you get those. So she's offset them randomly around the edge. She's done them as diamonds. They look lovely around the edge. So you've got that perfect frame. We've got birthday wishes instead of happy birthday because you can do that because you can mix up your words. Another lovely one from Jo where she's used the square frame, but she's filled it with little circles that have been die cut. And she's used my original sunflower. And I love the centre. It's got beads all over it. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Gorgeous. And then I thought this was very clever as well that Jo's done. She's just used some of her squares that she's die cut. And she's used the square frame that we had, this on one of Hazel's, and look how she's done this. It's all onto squares. It's so clever. And it's just that centre part of the design that's been raised up. Jo, I know you were going to do live soon. I think this one would be a lovely one. That's just beautiful. Okay, so that is my square. Let me move the cards away. These are the square samples, and I think what we'll do is sometime next week I'll have a slow look through them because there's so much detail on them and it's so lovely to have a second look. Okay, so my circle ones, which are these, that's a word, well, like they're words and circles and everything. This is one from Emma Smith. I absolutely love. I had to go and ask her, where did you get all this colour from, because it's just so lovely, so I went and bought some. But I love how she's used Mary's little flower around the edge. We've got, look at that circle frame and look at those sentiments. How beautiful does that look, with love and best wishes. Just so lovely. And then I was very pleased with this. This is mine, but just offsetting that square, that second largest, or I'm going to call it number 3 die, just offsetting that over your stamp. And how lovely does that look? And again, those beautiful sentiments. I just put a bit of deep colour from my pen on the bottom and dragged it up with a wet paintbrush just to match in with how I coloured my flowers. And again, they're from Handpicked Florals. This one is Tracy's. I love how she's used Mary's heart border around the edge, but look how that circle frame around that butterfly, doesn't that just set it off? I just think they're going to take your existing stamps to another level. They really are going to like make you stop and think. Again, Tracy's made this one. She's extended that little center circle die, just so clever, into a panel, and then she's ink blended behind it. It's beautiful. Another one from Tracy. How lovely is this? Look how open, just cutting into your card twice with that circle frame. And then you've got the mats and layers that she's used, because you know it's the perfect size to go inside. And then she's created this beautiful Z-fold card using Peter's heliums. And then again, look at that beautiful sentiment. Gorgeous. And then one that I did, so I cut it, my pink, like the largest number 1 die and number 2 die to get the panel. And then I've added the circles with the letters. So you get the die cut circles and I've stamped my letters on them. And then again, just look how lovely that foiled sentiment looks. And I've used Mary's little sunflower from Pattern Paper. Really loved that one. Another one from Emma Smith, where she's created a panel. It's a beautiful easel card. I'm not getting far enough away, am I? Hang on, let me just come up a little bit. So it's a beautiful easel card. And I love how she's extended the little one to create a lovely circle panel. She's used the big circles for the front of the card, but she's put glitter card behind it, so it really shows them off. And again, with the little one, she's extended it, but again, by putting glitter card behind, just looks fabulous. I mean, that would be a card on its own, and that could be a card on its own, but it's such a clever use of those dies. And then this beautiful one from Philippa, where she's die cut the circles using the little one, so she's overlapped them, so a bit like this one, but she's used the center hole one with it's 4x4, isn't it? Yeah, 4x4 of circles. But how lovely is that? And then she's just added some glitter circles to some of them. And again, with Handpicked Florals. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I love this that Philippa has done as well. So she's die cut the circles, which you get in the die set. And then she's offset them underneath. It's really clever. It's lovely. It's a very, I want to say graphic, but that's not the right, it's not the right word. I know what I mean, but it's beautiful, Philippa. I love that. Another one from Emma, again, where she's used that die and extended it. She's got beautiful acetate flowers from Handpicked Florals and the leaves as well. It's just lovely. And it's lovely with the mirror, and she's put the mirror card behind the circles, so it really does elevate them and lift them up. Then this one is from Philippa as well, and she's put paper strips through the holes and then through the little holes, so it just gives a totally different look to the dies again. And then she's put this lovely circle of quilled paper in the centre as well. And again, how beautiful does that sentiment look? It's just perfect. And then I love this that she's done. So we give you the big circle, and Philip has cut it out in different colours of pinks going through to deep burgundy red. I love how she's used the Christmas stamp but used Christmas wishes, and she's used some of Hazel's from last year as well. Just looks so effective. Really, really lovely. And then this one is Tracy's, where she's used Mary's sunflower and used it in the background as well. But then just by cutting that frame, it just draws your eye in. Lovely with that bigger circle, the dinky circle die in the centre as well. Absolutely brilliant. And then I love this, and I'd never thought to do this. She's just put an embossing mat and embossed the die. So we've got the stitching around the top, we've got the circles, and then she's gone over and placed a die over the top and stenciled through that. But what a lovely frame. So it's not die cut, it's literally embossed, and the texture in it is just fabulous. Absolutely beautiful. And then, so clever, I'm sure this was Joe Street, using the holes from the die, she's put thread through. And how lovely does that look with Hazel's stag from last, or the deer from last year, and Season's Greetings. So clever. And that beautiful bit of ink blending on it as well. The design team are just amazing. This is from Jo Shannon, where she's die cut vellum, and then she's also done pattern papers. She's done layers with the hearts in the centre as well. Again, absolutely beautiful. And put the Mary's roses in the corners. Jo has also done, is it called Spirelli? I don't know, I can't remember, where you do the thread. My brother used to do it make pictures around nails, but Jo's done this using the holes. But how clever, what an effective background that gives you. Great for a man's card, yeah, or a teenager's card. And again, I love the happy birthday. And again, she's used the circle die in the background. And then another one from Jo where she's threaded really fine ribbon through the holes of the die. And then she's also used the waist, if you like, to add that lovely accent across the bottom. Then we've got this beautiful bit of art that Tracy has made. I'm going to move these out of the way so I can get Tracy's down a bit lower. Hang on. I've still got 2 piles of cards. That's okay. I've got a bit of time because I know Hazel needs to actually get to work. I don't know if she said goodbye already. I know she was going to be on to start with, and then she had to leave to get to the shop so that she's ready. But how lovely is this? So Tracy has used the stencil, but she's used this frame with the circles as well. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the old paintbrush. She's even stenciled on it. We've got Create Art using Hazel's alphabet as well. But it's absolutely beautiful. Right, okay, so I've got 2 more piles to go. So these are basically the ones that focus a lot. Oh, you're at work already. Good, Hazel. That's good. I don't have to worry now. Okay, but I love this one that Emma Smith has made. So she's made she's die cut the top and the bottom of the panel. She's left the centerpiece so that she's got somewhere to put her sentiment. And then she's put lovely sparkly glitter paper behind it. But it's beautiful. And leaving that panel there for your sentiment is just perfect. It really makes it stand out. Lovely. I love this one. I'm sure this is Philippa. Yeah. How fab is that? Shows the sentiments off absolutely perfectly. She's used the centre die and die cut it into her black panel, but she has layered up different coloured squares. So the little die cuts, the little square dies that you get, she has layered these together to create the green. So we've got done them different colours. It's and the blues as well. Oh my goodness, and the blue as well. It's absolute. It gives it real dimension. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. And I love this that Philippa did as well. So we've got different size squares, which again she's used the square dies for to create. We've got Hazel's trees. I love the colour palette. We've got the happy, but she's mixed it in with Hazel's stamp. So just a perfect way of making your supplies go further. Shows how well everything mixes and matches so well together. Just brilliant. One from Emma Smith again. She's used the square frame here, but how lovely do those words look? Because you can match it in. She's obviously die cut the flowers, but she's die cut her sentiment from the background, the shadow, just to tie everything in, and it looks gorgeous. So we've got happy birthday, we've got happy Christmas, we've got with love and best wishes, we've got birthday wishes. Mix them up. It doesn't matter, you know. So you can create your own sentiments. And this is another one from Emma. I love how she's done the background, but she's put the glitter card. It really does make those dies pop off your card. Beautiful with the sentiment as well. Again, this is handpicked florals. And then she's used, Emma again, she's used the gold behind it this time. It just frames your cards and anything you do so beautifully. And this is using my original sunflower stamp and die. Still available, one of my best-selling stamps, and you also get the bee as well. And then we've got this lovely one from Jo, where she's made a simple frame, so it almost looks like a trellis. Love how she's colour coordinated everything. And then with her sentiment, she started off deeper and gone paler. I love that you can do that with these dies. Absolutely fabulous. Got another one from Emma, where we've got, this is Mary's hearts. We've got the word love, so perfect for an anniversary card, a wedding card, a Valentine's Day card. Just beautiful. And then again, she's die cut that little one, but just edged. So they really do set your cards off beautifully. I love this that Philippa has done. Absolutely love that. All those lovely inked up sentiment. In fact, I've just realised what she's done. I thought she's done that really well to get them all the same. She has an inky background. She has die cut happy birthday into that inky background. So these, and then she's placed, wow, Philippa, she's placed the centerpieces in the letters in black, backing in black. And then she's die cut her white one, but put the coloured sentence in. And I love how she's added the with love. That is beautiful. Wow, Philippa, that is, I just thought you'd die cut them from, but you haven't. You've die cut it into the black card. Wow, beautiful. And then Jo Shannon's such clever crossword card. And I'm going to point out that Mark wanted to add beer and Jo wanted to add tea. But I just think that is such a clever idea for so many different age groups and a perfect use for that sentiment, the alphabet sets that we've got as well. Another beautiful one from Philippa. And again, this is so clever. She has cut the edge away to give it like a postage stamp edge. And now she's able to thread, put her thread around. Got Hazel's beautiful stag in the centre. She's used the tags that you get in the set as well, in the new set. And she's used Hazel's alphabet set on the circle dies that you get with these ones. She's used the Christmas sentiment, so everything just ties in and works together. So that is going across all the different collections, you know. But I just think that is so clever. I meant to do one for the little one. So I wanted to die cut a circle and cut the edges away so you could see it like a postage stamp. But I think that is so clever, Philippa. And then this is another one from Philippa. I love this as well. So she's used the square outer frame. We've filled it with different colours. She's used the number 3 die, which gives us those little squares. She's used the tags. She's used the lovely squares, but she's stamped with Hazel's alphabet stamp on it. She's used that's the flower out of, I can't remember. Is it Handpicked Florals? It is Handpicked Florals. And then she's offset. Wow, I've just realised what that is. She's offset. Wow. She's die cut a centre in burgundy, green and red and offset them. It looks like plaid. That is incredible. Amazing. So talented. This one is Jo Shannon, where she's used, I don't know if this is, I think that's a paper. It's very pretty. And then added the circles so that she can add her sentiment. And it just all fits in and works so beautifully together. And then she's added Mary's Rose. This is Jo Street. So Jo Street has used the tag that you get in both of the sets. She's used the circle die with the letters. She's used my original birthday sentiment. And she's used some of the die cut to make a stencil so that she can stencil the same size circles through them. Beautiful. And then this one of Tracy's, where she's just made panels from that, or she's die cut them into a panel, the centre one. She's added different colours behind. She's used the tags. She's used string to create like a little washing line. And then she's added the circle letters to it. Just again, looks absolutely fabulous. Beautiful inky background in the background as well. And her signature scribbled edge. Beautiful. And then the last one. So my last card, I love this from Tracy. I thought this was such a perfect use of the tag. When I saw her do this, just like absolutely beautiful. So live your best life. I mean, that would do for anything. She's created a stencil and actually used it in the background. Can you see that shine? She's actually used, I don't know if it's ink, like embossing ink and clear embossing powder, but it just looks fabulous. It's shiny in the background. I love this stamp. I can't remember what it was called. It was birthday celebrations or something. But again, she's used Hazel's circle alphabet set. Absolutely amazing. I'm seeing all these people. I've got to go and open the shop. Excellent. Right, okay. I think that is all my cards. So let me just flip the camera a moment. Give me a second. Let me come and sit back down again. Let's adjust it. Have a little bit of light on the subject as I've closed the blind. Okay, so that was not bad timing because Hazel is at the shop and ready. So that's excellent. I'm just going to reiterate that thank you so much. I can't wait to go back and read all the comments. They were whizzing up so much. And I am just blown away by what the design team have made. But I'm going to say, wait till you see what Hazel is going to share with you as well. Honestly, when she showed me, yeah, I was speechless. And she knows that doesn't happen very often. Okay, so they are available from, obviously, Hazel and Paul at Dragon's Papercraft. They are available from Richard and Holly at Wow Embossing Powder. They're available from Joe and Mark at Let's Create. They're available from Ian and Gavin at Valley Crafts. They're available from Julie and Barry at Craft Bliss. They're available from Ben at Intercraft. They're available at Paula from the Stamp Hut. And they're available from Jeanette at JCraft. And from Simon Says in America. So just wait. I can't wait to read all your comments. It is another incredible collection. Yeah, you do need this, definitely. It's just going to extend what you have already so much. So, yeah, thank you to everybody for joining us. Don't forget, Hazel's on at 10. and then I won't change. I was going to say she could almost start now. I won't change it. I'll leave it at 10 because if people know she's going to be on at 10 and then she's already started, it might upset people. So it gives you a chance to go and grab a cuppa, because what Hazel's got to show you, you'll need to like sit down and enjoy. And then Hazel will be back tonight at 7 p.m. When she's going to be getting creative. I'm not sure what she's going to be making, but I just know you're going to be blown away. So set your alarms for 7 this evening, and thank you to the design team. I couldn't do this without you, and thank you to all of you as well. And just continuing to support my brand, and I really, really appreciate it. And yeah, I just hope you love what we've brought you as much as we do. So have a fabulous day. I'm going to go and grab a cuppa, read the comments, and be ready for Hazel. And yeah, we'll see you soon. There's lots of posts coming with lots of other inspiration. Don't forget Pinterest as well. All the samples are on the Pinterest board. So anything you've seen, if you want to go and have another look. And I will next week, I will do an evening where I just sit and look through the cards again, because there's way too much inspiration here not to share it a bit more. So have a fabulous day, go shopping, have fun, and see Hazel here at 10 o'clock this morning. Take care, bye bye.